Um, it didn't. Yeah, what? You had one a year ago. That's a big deal, right? One a customer. Good morning, everyone. Rick here with Hit and Run Candlesticks. Today's date is June 20th. It's a Thursday. This is our pre-market chat. Okay, so not much has changed. Overall, the market is still acting bullish. I mean, everything is still doing what it should be doing. Price is still above the T-line. T-line is still above the trend indicator. There's nothing in this price that would suggest that the sellers are stepping in. Please do keep in mind this is early and we have a lot of day ahead of us. So this could absolutely change by the end of the day. Everybody knows it could look like that. And that would cause us a little problem. And we just might take that bullish pep in our step might get kind of squished. So keep that in mind. But right now, the bulls are winning. Bulls are winning, no doubt. Let's remember to follow the trend. Don't worry about anything else. This holds true with charts that you're looking at. Follow the trend. Follow the trend. Trade the trend. So if we come look at the Qs here, and then we'll talk about this gap up and down on the Qs. SPY looks this way as well. You can see that we've gapped up pre-market. We're pulling back. One of my biggest fears each and every day is when an indice, you know, the SPY, the Qs, the diamonds, when they gap up, they tend to pull back and fill that gap a little bit, which really ruins the day for trading for me personally, because I would rather that gap not happen, because I know whatever I buy will be subject to that pullback. It always is. So I really don't like it when this happens, you know, when the market itself gaps up. Stocks are a little different. I don't buy into the old rule that a stock chart has to fill a gap. I don't buy into that at all. But I do buy in 100% to when the market gaps up, you know, you watch that candle there, it could definitely fill that gap. So be careful today. If we start pulling back here, it might not be the best buying opportunity, okay? IWM, however, it's still bullish. I mean, Qs are still bullish, still trending. IWM here on the daily chart is still looking to the downtrend. Nothing has changed there. If we go to the weekly chart doesn't look great, but overall, the weekly chart is still marching up by my account. It's right here at that edge, okay? Here's that monthly chart. And I don't usually look at the monthly chart, not usually a big deal for me. But look at that IWM here. IWM. That's actually a pretty nice chart on the monthly. Over here on the right edge, the three recent candles that could be setting up for an Oreo cookie, which we would look at that as moving down a little bit more. But we're not finished, so let's let that finish. But the fact that we're up and we're just consolidating, the moving averages are stacked the way I like to see them. You know, IWM is still sort of kind of in there. But for trading purposes, it is clearly down, okay? IYT, I noticed this morning is getting a little bit of a pep in its step. The trouble is, it's still down at the bottom of the dumpster. It needs to climb out of the dumpster and needs to show that it's leaving, going somewhere nicer, like up. And so let's see how that finishes today. I think if we get past, we'll say 65, that might put IWM in a very interesting position for a long argument. And then over the 50 period moving average, a little bit of a trend in there, that would make a long argument in the market helpful, would really make it helpful. SMH, well, that's cooking along. Thank you to NVIDIA, basically. That's cooking along just great. Notice how that's gapped up. and we're pulling down pre-market, be a little bit careful here. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, I don't think anyone would argue that the market is a bit overbought. I think most people would agree to that. SMH is insanely overbought. It's just stretched out way too far, and it needs to rest a little bit. Okay. Oh, thanks, Ed. Thanks. Yeah. Today we have our members e-learning. So this is all members of the entire family, right? Way Options, Hit and Run, Candlesticks, BYOB Trading over in the members education room there, combo room. So for any members that's listening or can hear or pick this up, make sure you check that out. That's a members only webinar today from all three of our services. So thanks again, Ed. All right, let's take a look at a couple of charts. A chart that we bought Friday and talking about a little bit is Bank of America here. And I've got some upside targets here on Bank of America. I still think it moves higher. I mean, I'm looking at the chart, so why wouldn't I think that? The trend is clearly bullish. We've got this J-hook setup trying to work in here. A little bit of a, see those two dojis in there? See this bar right here and those two dojis there, and then we're up over here. That is by my account, that's a Morningstar signal. If somebody's looking for a book perfect Morningstar, no, it is not book perfect, but whoever said the book was right. So to me, that's a bullish Morningstar. We have a breakout, we popped up, and now we're just getting ready to do something today. So let's see what this does. We're already in it, bought it Friday. I'm looking for that $40.65 to be the next target to the upside. TTD is doing well. This is another one that I'm holding. That's starting to do pretty well here. Pulled back, it gapped up. If we could get those wicks out of there, which we can't, that would be a nice little bull kicker. Again, that's a bull kicker to me. It's not book perfect, but then decide where you want to decide. So we've got this bull kicker from a low to a high to a higher low, and there's your Morningstar lifting us up. So far, that's doing quite well right there. Let's see, what else? I could just basically what we're in, I could pretty much talk about. NVIDIA is still working, still holding some NVIDIA. NVIDIA gets up into this area. I'm going to have to seriously say, okay, that's enough of NVIDIA. Maybe it's time to let it pull back and rest, not too crazy on it. All right, now let's look at some of these over here. So Riot, take a look at Riot, putting in a nice little bottom right through here. You can see that double bottom in there. You see how we rise up and pull back? That's just my favorite. I love that price action right there. Up and rest. And then we can look for that buy, what makes you like it. I like it right now. There's other folks that may say, well, geez, I'm going to wait till it gets over the 200 period moving average. And I would agree with that as well. That would be excellent. I think there's a lot of room up here for Riot to make some money for us. Let's take a look at the INTAP. Look at INTAP. Oh, my. Yeah, I'm going to apply that. Thanks. Look at INTAP. Just moves sideways, right? Nice sideways move right here. And then up. And we've got an inside day going on. So INTAP absolutely looks great today. Remember to follow your rules. And if you have specific rules for entry, wait for it to happen. If it doesn't happen, so on INTAP, if your entry doesn't happen, don't worry. There's plenty stocks out there. Or just simply wait for INTAP to do it again. INTAP could move up here, and you didn't miss the trade. Let's just think about that. somebody that was looking right here and you didn't get in, don't hurt yourself because you didn't get in. Be patient. Where would be another good entry? And, you know, every trader might be a little bit different. Maybe one of these areas. I kind of like this idea. And then up. Look at that idea. Then up. So be patient on the old entry if you miss it there. I want to take a look at IBM here. Look at IBM. How IBM is popping up here. I want to look at that weekly chart. Look at the weekly trying to turn around here. See how we rallied up and pulled back? Weekly 50, low, high, higher low. Is that a tweezer bottom? Let's see a low, 53. Man, that's pretty, that's not penny perfect, but that's also a $172 stock. So I'm going to call that a tweezer bottom. But see how we're low, high, higher, low, moving up? You've got that W pattern working in there. I'd keep an eye on this IWM. Here's the daily chart. Nice double bottom here, up. Kind of making a move on that 50 period moving average and the dotted deuce right here. IBM might be one to watch. How about some coin? Now I'm holding coin here, waiting for that thing to move up. And so far, I think it's acting really, really good. Yeah, I think so. I think there's a few people looking at Tesla. I know I am. There's Tesla. I actually added to my Tesla Friday. And here we are with that chart pattern again, where we pop up and we rest. And we're just resting right in here. That's all we're doing. So I'm still waiting for Tesla to move right up. What else do we have? We'll take a look at PTR, KDP, and then I've got to turn this off here. So PTR, it does look great, but I think I would put that on the back burner for an entry. If you're in it, you're making tons of money. But yeah, I would put it on the back burner for an entry here. Thanks, Roger. Looking good. Yeah, if already in it. Yeah, probably getting near that profit-taking zone at the moment. KDP is setting up. Oh, here, there's KDP. That's nice. Look at that. Just an overall trend. Don't worry about putting a line. You know, okay, I've got to put a line right here on that low. All right, I've got to connect here. Oh my God. You only have so many years to live. It's in a bullish trend, right? Now, let's do this. Look at that bullish engulf there. Look at that follow through right now. Whoops. Look at all that. That looks terrific. Price above the T-line, T-line above the trend indicator. Nice chart. Dr. Pepper. Alrighty. Thanks everybody for being here. I absolutely appreciate it. We'll see you all near the bottom of the hour when the market opens up. Let's see if we can't have a little fun today. Remember, tomorrow is Friday, but most of all, remember the member e-learning today. Okay? I think it starts at, I'll say 10 Eastern, I think. We'll see everyone. Okay? Take care. And happy birthday, Doug.